This past weekend, 343 and Microsoft rolled out the Halo Infinite multiplayer technical preview for anyone who signed up for the Halo Insider program by September 13th. Starting with 4v4 game modes this weekend, I'll be going over some of the things I liked and disliked about Infinite while we wait for the upcoming big team 12v12 battles this next weekend.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Steam codes and Xbox downloads were released Thursday night so gamers can try out the training mode in preparation for Friday's PvP rollout. Getting into the menu, you're greeted by the familiar Halo theme, and boy is it nice. Well, until it starts going into this kind of generic, epic, inspirational, cinematic rock. I don't know, it just sounds like something in Apex and every other modern FPS. It doesn't really scream Halo to me. In fact, it kind of sounds like Christian rock to me here, especially this part. Is this a Chris Tomlin vamp? In the customization menu, I was a little bummed to see that the armor colors were just preset color schemes, and the choices of different armor 343 chose to show in the preview left a lot to be desired. However, it is just a preview, so I'm sure there will be a lot cooler armor choices when the full game releases, especially with the Battle Pass. There's also the selection of your personal AI. They show up when you're capturing objectives and keep you updated with what's going on in the game, and give you little compliments when you get kills and such, which is so cute. However, there was only one AI voice that I could actually stand, all the other ones were super annoying to me.
Let's just try our best not to get killed, okay?
Anyways, in training mode you could try out all the weapons in Infinite and play against bots on any of the 3 initial preview maps. On Sunday a 4th map did roll out, but more on that later. Immediately, I noticed the difference of feel in this Halo. My first impression of the movement mechanics was, wow, this is fast, but not too fast. It still feels like you're wearing a 1,000-pound Spartan suit, but compared to previous Halo games, you're really hauling ass. I could show you more of the various weaponry and power-ups here in training mode, but there's tons of videos online for that, and plus I think it would be best to show you how it all comes together in PvP mode next. On Friday, we finally got a taste of PvP Slayer on Livefire, Bazaar, and Recharge maps, and I really started to get a feel for how the gameplay is going to be like in Infinite. It's a ton of fun. Let's talk about the most important aspect, the gunplay. All the games started you out with the assault rifle as your primary and the MK50 sidekick as your secondary, with various other guns sprinkled around depending on the map. I mostly ran into the VK78 Commando, Needler, Gravity Hammer, and Ravager on Recharge, the S7 Sniper on Livefire, and a ton of different weapons like the Rocket Launcher and Bulldog on Bazaar. The assault rifle in Infinite is, in my opinion, the best it's been in the Halo franchise. It's perfectly tuned, and even from medium to longish range, it's powerful enough to finish off an enemy. Dumping a full mag into someone and killing them with your last round is super satisfying, and it makes having the AR as your primary weapon really enjoyable. One of the things I'm a little disappointed by is Infinite's S7 sniper rifle. It's so clunky and slow. The rate of fire is significantly slower compared to previous games, and the kind of double tapping you could do before is nearly impossible now. It was really only useful for one-hit no-scopes, like what this guy did to me. Oof. The HUD display looks sick, it's clean and futuristic without being distracting, which is important. I especially love the little effects around the HUD when activating the overshield and active camo. Speaking of active camo, man, is it effective in Infinite. There were multiple times where it completely lost someone right in front of me and ended up getting schmacked. The much anticipated grapple hooks in the game are definitely fun to play with, but I'm a little indifferent about them. They weren't all that useful for me other than saving my ass from falling in a pit here. The drop wall shield is pretty useful as a temporary cover to shoot from, however they deteriorate quickly, with panels of the shield breaking, leaving you exposed to incoming rounds. Plus it only takes one sticky grenade to destroy it entirely, versus just the major damage a regular frag does to it. Saturday began the rollout of the Stronghold game mode for Livefire and Recharge, as well as the Capture the Flag mode for Bazaar. Stronghold on Recharge is a ton of chaotic fun, with the B objective being the most contested over. With the small size of the map, players are quickly running back and forth between objectives, and even if you're on a good team, don't expect to hold any of the points for very long. The gravity hammer is a must-have on this level if you know how to use it. The ability to quickly take out multiple enemies on a point is a major advantage, so make sure it doesn't fall into enemy hands. Stronghold on live fire is equally fun with a Hall of Death, as I call it, in the middle. There's so many grenades and carnage to run through to get to the C objective. It's just such a blast to make a suicide run down the middle with your teammates and hope for the best. Capture the flag on Bazaar is very stressful, but super rewarding when you have a good team to pull off a victory with. With the lower level canal on the side of the map and interconnecting buildings to vault in and out of, someone with your flag has many different ways they can go to return to their spawn. Bazaar is perfectly set up for CTF. I mean, check out this route I took for a point. And always roll with a battle buddy if you're intending to grab the enemy's flag, or you could end up with your day ruined like I did to these guys.
Oh, fuck yes! Yes! Yes!
The final day of this weekend's preview kicked off with the release of a new map, Behemoth. The largest map yet in the preview, this beautiful desert map introduced the first vehicles we got to play with, including the classic Warthog and Ghost, as well as the Mongoose.
Guy in the Mongoose riding under his Mongoose stuck.
Driving in Infinite is an absolute pleasure, especially the Warthog. It has a noticeably quicker acceleration than in previous Halo games, which means you'll still get the classic slidey drifts, but you can accelerate more quickly out of them, leading to way better turns and cornering and overall just great handling. The Ghost is super cool looking with a new orange glow and boost, as well as the reddish plasma cannons. The destructibility of the vehicles looks fantastic, with full wheels coming off of Warthogs, really well detailed smoke and fire effects in the engines, and wings and panels coming off of Ghosts. It looks so dang good. This is also where the skewer weapon really shines with its anti-vehicle capabilities, absolutely destroying your Ghost with the right hit or heavily damaging your fresh Warthog. I mean, look at the physics of this skewer hit on my Warthog.
Oh, feisty, feisty.
Overall, Behemoth is a fantastic introduction to the larger maps and vehicle play in Halo Infinite. It felt really balanced for only a 4v4, so I can only imagine what like an 8v8 or a 12v12 would be like on it. Only bummer thing I noticed was the lack of snipers on this map. Maybe there was one, but I don't know, I was distracted by driving all the vehicles. Well, that about wraps it up for my recap of this weekend's Halo Infinite multiplayer technical preview. I know there's a ton of info and cool things I might have missed, but I just wanted to talk about some of the feelings I had about the game personally. So far, from what I've played, I think Halo Infinite might be one of the better FPSs this year, and I think it's a great addition to the Halo franchise. I know I'm going to play the hell out of it when the full release drops. I'm really excited for this next weekend's big team battle preview, and I can't wait to show you guys some of the gameplay of it and share my thoughts. Well, that's it. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. I'm just starting off, so it would really help. Plus, I'd love to hear your thoughts about Halo Infinite, whether you played the preview this weekend or not. I'd love to talk to you guys, so leave a comment in the comment section below. Alright, I'll see you guys next weekend.